Hi boys and girls, welcome to Art in the Afternoon. Today we're going to make a triple decker ice cream cone. We're going to make it out of collage, all right? So the first thing we have to do is we have to get ready to make our ice cream cone. You have to choose 3 flavors. So I'm choosing French vanilla, which is going to be like a yellowish color, chocolate chip mint, green, and strawberry. All right, so I'm choosing pink, green, and yellow. Once you decide your flavors of your ice cream, then you have to look through some magazines and cut out little bits of each color. So I've already been doing that for the past like half an hour. I went through a bunch of magazines and I cut out some little green pieces for my chocolate chip mint, and I made a little bowl of green. I found some pink in a little just flyer that came in the mail, and I cut out little different shades of pink. So what's happening is each bowl is going to have different shades of pink, different shades of green, and my French vanilla is going to have white and yellow, kind of a mixture like that. Okay, so those are going to be my ice cream colors. So I've already looked through my magazine, so you need to just do that for about an hour before you get started. Just look through some magazines and find the colors that you need and cut them into little squares and make bowls. So you need to make 3 little bowls, 1 for each flavor. You could do chocolate, you could do cookies and cream, you could do whatever flavor you want, all right? The second thing you have to do is choose a color for your background. I chose blue. I'm gonna use mine in blue because you don't want to use the same color that you've chosen for your ice cream. You want your ice cream to show up. And you have to cut a triangular cone. All right, I cut out my cone like this. So I'm gonna I put my glue in a little old Tupperware this time instead of a squeeze bottle, because I don't have any squeeze bottles at home. So I'm sort of using what I've got. So I'm gonna put my cone at the bottom of my ice cream like that. And then what I did was I went in the kitchen and I checked all my different glasses and tried to get the right size for my ice cream. So I chose this glass because I think it has about the right size for my ice cream. So I'm gonna put it in the cone. I'm gonna take my black marker and I'm gonna make a circle for the first bowl of ice cream. And then I'm gonna because we're making a triple cone. You don't have to make a triple cone. You could make just a single cone or a double. But I'm gonna make a triple just because I think it would be more fun. And then I'm gonna stack my ice cream like that. Okay, and this is, you know, a little bigger than real. This is just a pretend ice cream cone. It's not the real thing. All right, so there's my ice cream cone. And then while I have my black marker in my hand, I'm gonna go on my cone and I'm just gonna make some X's on my cone. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go one way with my marker, and then I'm going to turn it the other way, and I'm going to go across the other way. So it looks like sort of like a waffle cone. Okay, so there's my ice cream cone, and I have my 3 balls for my ice cream. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to start with the first one, the ice cream scoop that's closest to the cone, and I'm going to use my paintbrush and my glue, and I'm gonna paint it in like that. If you just use a squeeze bottle, you can just squeeze it around and mush it around with your finger, or you can use a brush. So there's my ice cream scoop number 1, and I'm gonna make strawberry. First one is gonna be strawberries. I have all these different shades of pink. I'm gonna place them on here and create a pink. Now, because I'm doing collage, it's gonna give my ice cream cone a lot of definition, and it's going to be more interesting than if I just painted it in. And because I did my work ahead of time, I have all my nice pink colors ready to put down. So it's kind of, the thing about art is sometimes the more prep you put into it, the better the outcome is going to be. So I've got those, and then I had some really interesting pinks in here. I want to make sure I use them. A darker pink, it's a pink one, nice one, and you could even rip them. I might just tear that one in half and put it like that. could rip them and make them smaller to fit right in, and even the ripped edges might look nice. See, that's the thing about art. I didn't really plan that, but as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, oh, I like those ripped edges. So I'm gonna get that ice cream cone all, and I don't even mind that it's like a little bit bumpy. You know what I mean? Like it's not completely flat. Some of the pieces of paper are sticking up a little bit. That also gives it some dimension. Let's make sure it sticks. And if you need a little more glue, you just take your glue, and you know, some of them are starting to come off. Push it back down. Just keep going, and then I have a little more pink I'm gonna add. Okay, so when you're doing yours, you can take your time, as I always say, and do a little more careful job. But the main thing is you don't want really any of your background showing through. So I want to make sure I cover up all that blue background behind. And even this one, see, I had some lettering on there. I don't know if I want that lettering on my ice cream cone. It's going to cover it. Oh, that's better. Looks so much better like that. Okay, so there's my first scoop, strawberry. And my second scoop, I'm going to do chocolate chip mint. All right, because those are my favorites. I love strawberry and I love chocolate chip mint. Chocolate chip mint is probably my favorite. So I'm going to come all the way out to my marker, because I don't really want to see that black marker either when it's all done. Be kind of nice if I didn't see that at the end. So there's my glue, painted it into the circle. And this is my green. So maybe I'll just put it on the table so you can see all these different shades of green I collected from different magazines, different shades. So this is a cool green. I'm gonna go here and here, put some out, and then this is a fun green. Put some there. And then I also have a nice, this was from a furniture making magazine. So this is like a pieces of furniture, but when it's cut small, you don't know what it came from, what kind of magazine it came from. Just giving it, this is like a little more on the blue side. Kind of nice to mix the different shades so that their ice cream cone looks more dimensional. Some green, more green. Make that one in round so it looks more like an ice cream cone. And I'm going to put some of this, it's a little bit on the blue side, but it gives it a little more interest, right? If it's not all the same shade of green. It's nice if they're all like a little different. And like some of these are kind of starting to come off, so you could put it even a little under it. This one too. See how they're like popping up? But I don't mind that, because ice cream is kind of like that. It's not real smooth. It's usually has like bumps and dents in it. So there's my green. All right, so I have strawberry, chocolate chip mint, and then the color on top I was going to do is sort of like a French vanilla, which is kind of a yellowish color. And so I have some yellows, I have some whites, I have some that are a little on the orange side. It's almost like a pumpkin flavor, but it could be any flavor. So I'm trying to make French vanilla, which is a yellowish white. So I'm going to do my last scoop of ice cream on top. Go like this. And make sure I have enough glue to really hold all the pieces of paper. So this is called a collage because we're mixing all different types of paper together. It's not just one. I'm going to put some yellow on there. It's a French vanilla has, and also French vanilla is kind of whitish, isn't it? It's sort of a whitish color. Little yellow accent. And you could do chocolate, you could do blue. I have some blue over here. If I wanted to do a blueberry scoop, I could have done that. And I have red. I could do something with red. So I wasn't sure. I was just collecting initially all different colors for my ice cream. Then I decided to go with these 3 flavors. This is a nice color. This is like a soft yellow. That's a good French vanilla color. All right, so I'm almost done. And then we were talking about ripping it. If you want to rip it and put a few little pieces to like really get all your spots, because you really don't want the background showing. And also you really don't want that, you know, that black line showing. You want to cover that, make sure you don't see it. Like I can see mine a little bit. And I mean, it's okay, but I don't want to see too much of it. I want it to look like ice cream, not like little lines. There we go. And I just need maybe one more right here and one more right there. Good. Okay. And I think we're done. So there's my ice cream cone, and don't forget, you have to sign your work on the bottom. Always sign your work. So I'm going to write mine on the bottom. Mrs. Dickerson. So you write yours too. Artists always sign their work. Okay, so that's it, boys and girls. Maybe I'll turn it around so my photographer can get a better view. That's our project for today. It's a collage ice cream cone. Okay, boys and girls, thanks for joining me for Art in the Afternoon. This is our finished collage ice cream cone. So don't forget, send your finished products back to me so I can see them. I'd love to get your emails with your finished pieces of artwork. Thanks so much. Have a nice day.